record? It is recording. Cool. Okay, so we're in Prague and we've just been to the Weiwei restaurant, which was amazing, and I guess an up for me.
And an up for me.
Awesome. And now we're going to go hat shopping, which isn't necessarily touristy, but we feel it's essential because the sun's out and I think my head's getting sunburned. So I'm going to do that. Still got my thumb up there. Take that away. Oh, that was a good intro.
I did that to your hat shop.
Actually cut-throughs. Some of them are traps. You just end up looking awkward in a random cafe that you can't get out of. But there was a guy that was even worse than us who just forged on. He went down the stairwell to try and find his way out. We've seen in us episodes of the Crystal Maze to know that we should turn back. So, pro tip for amateur tourism in Prague: not all cut-throughs can be cut-through. Or the benefit of being lost is that you stumble upon stuff you might not have found if you hadn't been lost. And Carol has spotted this head. So we're going to go and see the head. It's weird.
It is weird.
Okay, we keep seeing lots of things with cats on, and we don't know, well I don't know what the score is.
But it's an up from me.
It's an up from me as well. There's lots of cats, I like them. They're cool. We just seen a cat on a lead, don't get that. That's a semi-up for me, I don't know if cats need leads. What did you think? You're wavering on it as well, yeah, don't get it. But there's cats everywhere here, and cats on bags, cats on walls, cats on everything. I need to look this up tonight, I think, to satisfy my cat curiosity. So we got a hat, and it was quite an expensive hat. A lot more than I thought it would be. But Carol likes the hat, so
yeah,
that's very important.
It's an up from me.
It's an up, well, it's an up from me as well, and a down from my wallet, which just be slightly traumatised. My bank manager's on suicide watch, but at least this one's not made out of beaver.
True.
This hat's made out of beaver, which was a down from me.
Down from me.
Don't like beaver hats. This one's linen apparently, and it's a 3-season hat, which is good. So now we're going to find more beer to get over the trauma of spending 3,000 crown on a crown, essentially. So last night we went to Locale, which was an awesome, authentic Czech restaurant and beer place, which was awesome, really good. Lots of beer, and then we went to an 80s cafe. Oh, actually we go for Locale first. That's an up for me. I like that.
Up for me.
For me. Then we got an Uber into town for only like equivalent to £3, which was pretty good. And went to the 80s cafe, which was nice and authentic. It had Rubik's Cube cheers and all that kind of thing, but the music was a bit of a mishmash of 80s and 90s stuff, so that was a for me. But I admire their effort of putting a proper 80s themed place together. What did you think?
I thought it was okay. Good cocktails.
And so we left there about after 1:30 in the morning, and within a few streets we managed to find an open supermarket that we could buy beer at that time of night, which was incredible.
That's an up from me.
That was an up for me as well, which was totally unlikely. So we had that, we went back to the flat with that, and then it was a good day, but didn't record anything last night because we were a bit bombed. So this is our second full day in Prague, and we're just walking down across the river. Let's see if I can show you that. There you go. Some river. We're going to go exploring, might go to the castle, probably going to drink beer. We're probably going to walk less today because our feet are killing us. And we just ache all over from the sudden uptick in walking about the city. We found this wee place called Mike's Restaurant, and we're going to have goulash for the first time. Cheers! Right, so we got our goulash, and it was enough for me. Very tasty goulash. In Mike's Restaurant it was called, which was good. It wasn't too bad. It was a bit smoky being outside, but tolerable. And now we're going to go to Italian Comic Bar, I think, if we can find it. Because it's one of the things that we had on our big list of things that we still haven't done much of. So we're off to go and do that.
Yay!
Are we going to go in?
Yeah.
Okay, we decided against the comic book bar because it looked dead and not dingy, but just empty and lifeless. We went to a place called Wagon Music Bar yesterday, and we did the same. We just went in and looked and back out again. So it was the wrong time of day for it. So now instead we're going to go to the Zigual, which is one of Carol's favourite, actually probably Carol's favourite designer clothing store, to look at all the stuff we can't afford to buy.
Informazioni. È buona, ma
Okay, we've had a fun afternoon exploring and drinking, and we just had a really nice Italian meal in a pub called Gala Rosa, I think, which we only went into because we needed to use the bathroom. But we had one beer, and then it turned out that the food smelled really delicious, so we got pizza, and it was fantastic. It was like a blue cheese kind of thing. It was really, really good. Lots of meat, lots of spice. So I highly recommend that. That's enough for me as well. Yeah, random little place in a lane with an upstairs, but it was really good. And now we're going to work our way back to the apartment again because we're very, very tired. Turns out that walking everywhere really takes its toll. So I don't think we'll have anything to shoot tonight because where are we going to go?
Music bar?
Music bar. We're going to go to Wagon Music Bar. Don't think I'll take the camcorder, but I'll take some pictures. Today, going to the zoo to see lots of animals.
Where are you swimming to?
Yeah, because we have two.
Not again, that was like your cobbled thing. So, we're at the zoo and it wasn't too bad. We decided to abandon going with public transport, which was the original idea, but then we lost faith in the whole thing because we couldn't really tell where the buses were going. So we just got an Uber, which was pretty cheap. And we're in the zoo, and it's nice. Pretty skinny red panda, and we're just going to follow the path around, which is going up. It's a good job with plenty of practice of climbing hills the last fucking few days.
Okay, we're about halfway through and my favourite bits have been the elephants and the meerkats and the polar bear. It was so cute.
I agree, polar bear were good.
Yeah. Swimming polar bear.
I would agree, the meerkats were good, and the elephants were really, really cool as well, especially the wee ones that were kind of frolicking and jumping out of the water together. I'm trying to think who else was good. At the really, really
the
high
otters.
part. The otters were good as well. Yeah, there were some animals that seemed to know how to play to the cameras, like they were proper crowd pleasers, they were like, wee, sploshing. Like the big white polar bear that knew the score, like it knew they wanted to see me swim, so it was doing a lot of that. So that was good. And I'm looking forward to seeing what's left in the rest of the park, which there's tons of. Oh, giraffes were cool as well. Like, we were walking over to the giraffe bit and Carol said, oh, they'll be in those buildings, and I was thinking, sure they will be, because the buildings didn't look big enough to host giraffes. But then when we got there, the floor kind of fell away and the giraffes were indeed inside the buildings. So that was pretty cool as well. And you had the lower levels so you could go and see them from sort of beneath, and there were some small ones and they were cute. So that was good. That was worth like a wee traipse across the bridge to go and see them, because it wasn't really clear what we were going to see at that point. It was off the Elephant Valley. So yeah, all in all it's been amazingly good value for what we paid to get in here. Like 200 for me, 150 for you.
Yeah.
And it's amazing. It's an incredibly large zoo. So yes, onward to the rest of it. Okay, so that's us done at the zoo. It was a really good day. Pretty tired. There was some cool stuff to see. Lions, tigers, lion, tiger.
No bears.
Polar bears.
Oh, polar bears, yeah.
Yeah, polar bears. So it's pretty good. I'm actually really impressed by Prague Zoo as a facility. It's really just modern, and toilets are super clean. Everything's just really well thought out in Melbourne City. So I'm glad we made the effort to go.
It's an up from me?
And not from me. What was your favourite part?
The lion.
The lion.
Yeah.
Actually, there was 2 lions, wasn't there?
Yeah, but the lion that was up high.
The lion was
Yours?
Flamingos. Every time I see flamingos. Yep, so we're going to head back now, pretty much exhausted with really sore feet. Thank you for joining us in Prague. This is us watching WrestleMania in a beer garden. It's actually okay, it's a good experience. So we're having to use 4G because the Wi-Fi is too poor, but it's holding up pretty well. And it's quite exciting actually.
Joe, 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 Joe.
Been a lot of beer, a lot of cheering, a lot of WrestleMania. Not enough Asuka. Did she still come?
What?
Asuka.
Yeah, Battle Royale.
Battle Royale, which apparently we're not going to watch.
But Battle Royale sucks.
So I've been in this beer garden the entire afternoon, watching the wrestling on the laptop. But we have to go to the Sparta Prague match in about an hour. So it's a day of sports entertainment, I think you'll find. Today has been an incredibly good last day in Prague. We have spent almost the entire day saturated in sports. We watched lots of WrestleMania.
We've seen the phenomenal
AJ Styles. And we seen the reasonably impressive Sparta Prague. You can't diss Sparta Prague. It was good. We went to Sparta Prague and it was quite good. It was. We sat in an area that was obviously not the area where the hardcore fans go, because on the other side of the stadium there was these guys drumming and giving it.
They looked like they had a better time.
I'll beat that later. Yeah, they looked like having a great time, and they were like drumming and singing. And they knew all the songs. Not that
it's an up from me.
Yeah, it was an up from me definitely. But we need to recap from last night, so we're going to rewind all the way back to what was it called? Spiel.
Yeah. Stick restaurant.
So yeah, stick restaurant, and that was enough for me. It was really good.
Up for me?
Did we do this last night? I feel like no, we didn't. We didn't camp out of it. Sorry. So that was really good, and then we went to Vagon Mizzy Bar, which was rubbish. They were charging down. Yeah, they were charging 200 krone. I can't say it.
For shite band.
Stop swearing.
Sorry.
I'm trying to monetize this. They were charging 200.
Rubbish bands, my bad.
They were charging 200 krone for entry on a Sunday night to a blues band, who obviously actually sounded quite good, but yeah, get lost. You aren't paying 200 krone for a crowd.
We went to the comic bar and it was okay until the Stag Do from Hell came in.
Yeah.
Then it was like, what?
That was rubbish. So yeah, so the Italian comic bar should have been really good, and it turned out not to be really good because they just let anyone in. And we were the classy people.
Can you believe it?
Can you believe it? Yeah. But they let a stag do it, and these like a dozen guys were like absolutely hammered and so noisy. So that was it should have been up because it was a good bar, but
it was a good bar. The artwork was amazing. The bar staff were lovely. The punters less so.
Yes. So we were the classy punters.
It's not an up or a down.
It's just that's unfortunate. God, this thing's heavy. And so then after that we went to the hangar bar,
which was amazing.
Which was amazing. It was like an airplane themed bar, and we can probably cross here without getting run over. And the hangar bar theme is based on like Pan Am's kind of heyday of the like 70s, 60s, 70s, kind of when air travel was glamorous and all that kind of thing. And it was really cool. They had lots of like...
The waiters were cool. They had like proper flight suits on and really good cocktails. The barman was soaking helium. It was hilarious.
That was very strange. The barman having helium balloons at his disposal seemed really odd, but it was kind of funny all the same. The guy came up to us and was like, "Hello, would you like a hooker?" And we were like, "What?" It was funny. Yeah, that was good. But it was incredibly chill. Like the atmosphere was great, and just the whole ambience of the place was really, really nice. It was just a cool. I'm glad we finished up our night there because it was like, this is great. That was our final trip around Prague before we head to the airport, and we had a dash for some goulash in locale, which was good because we couldn't get seated there before. We tried. We're now completely stuffed and can't get fine. But locale in the city, not for me. It was good.
Not for me.
Not for me. But it's been a great time in Prague the last few days. It's the most expensive cheap place I've ever been. Beer is definitely the cheapest thing going.
Which is not for me.
Yeah, not for me too. And secondary smoking is free, which is good. Yeah. If you like secondary smoke. Because everybody smokes. Not just people, cats, dogs, babies, inanimate objects. Everything smokes in Prague. It's ridiculous. So I'm not going to miss that. I'm not going to even miss these freaking steps either. These paths back up to the apartment. But we've had a great trip, and I hope you've enjoyed what you've seen. Until next time.